truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Please take a seat. I'd like to start by asking you to state and then spell your name for our court reporter.
Joseph Clementi, JOSEPHCLEMENTI.
And Mr. Clementi, what do you do for a living?
I work at a music management company.
And where do you live?
I live in Athens, Georgia.
Were you living in Athens, Georgia in February of this year?
I was.
Mr. Clementi, do you sometimes take exercise by going for runs?
I do.
And did you take a run on the morning of February 22nd?
Yes, I did.
Did you, after finding out about this case, contact the police about what you had observed on your run?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember approximately when you contacted police?
I believe it was the day after February 22nd, so February 23rd.
And you met with UGA police officers?
I didn't meet with them, we just had a call.
Okay. So you had a phone interview with the police officers?
Yes.
And then afterwards you sent them some pictures to kind of clarify what you had said on the phone call?
That's correct.
Okay. So I want to just ask for you to briefly recap when you ran and what you saw, please.
Sure. So I started my run at 9:39 a.m. on Thursday, and I ran for, I believe, 36 minutes. And I ran around Lake Herrick, starting at the intramural fields, and I ran for 3.5 miles. And what I noted to the police officers was that I saw an individual that was wearing dark clothing and seemed out of the ordinary.
So let's kind of break that down. You started running at 9:39. How do you know that time?
I tracked my run with a running app called Nike Run Club.
And so when you're reporting to the police when you were running, you were comparing to that Nike Run Club?
That's correct.
Okay. And then you said you saw an individual around Lake Herrick at the intramural fields. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And did you prepare for the police a sort of a screenshot of the area with a star where you saw this individual?
That's correct.
Okay, I am going to show it to you, and this is going to be marked as Defense 6. Let me show it to State Defense. Mr. Clementi, do you recognize the document I handed you?
Yes, I do.
And what is it?
It's a map of Lake Herrick, and there's a star placed on where I said I saw the individual, and one of the pictures has an arrow, which is where I was describing that the individual was walking.
Okay. At this time, Your Honor, I'd like to move Defense Exhibit 6 into evidence.
Any objection?
No, sir.
Submitted.
Mr. Clementi, the state has entered a large map of the area, so I'm going to turn around and see if you can kind of put where you marked on this little mini map in context of this big map, okay?
Sure.
So, Mr. Clementi, do you see over here at the top left side of the board where it says Lake Herrick?
Yes.
And can you say where on this map you would have seen the individual?
By the retention pond.
And do you see the retention pond marked on this map?
I do.
And where is it?
It's in the southwest corner.
Your Honor, may he briefly come down just to point to where he saw the individual?
All right.
Come on
You
down.
take that corner with you. So you see that sucker to your left?
The silver corner. So for the record, you're pointing to the north of the retention pond?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you also said you saw it moving. With your pointer, can you just kind of indicate the direction?
Sure. So there's the trail that's going around here, and then it curves, and the individual is going that way.
Did you get that, Madam Reporter? Okay. Thank you. You can have a seat, Mr. Clancy. individual catch your attention?
He was not in typical athletic gear, which at that time that I was running, everyone was pretty much running or hiking that I was passing, and the individual was wearing very dark clothing, and they seemed to be wandering kind of aimlessly.
And you said you started your run at 9:39. What time did you see this individual?
In between 9:46 and 9:48.
And again, how are you so certain about what time you saw this individual?
Using the Nike Run Club app, I can pace. I know my pacing during that time, and so I can see 7 minutes into my run where I was exactly on the map.
Okay. And so you used the map and Nike Run Club to come up with this 2-minute window where you saw the individual.
Yeah, it shows me where.
And the last question I have for you is, you say dark clothing. Can you give any specifics as to what dark clothing you saw?
I really just remember just black or dark bluish clothing, and that there was either a hood or a hat on this person.
Just one moment, Mr. Clementi. I neglected to ask you, Mr. Clementi, can you describe the height and the build of the person you saw?
It was the person had a more masculine build, and based on that, I thought it was a man, and they were probably above 5'9".
Did you notice, or could you tell if they were slender or more chubby?
Their weight didn't really stand out to me. Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you, sir.
Cross-examine.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Hey, good.
Could you identify this person if you saw them again?
No.
Did you see this person's face?
Not really, no.
Do you know what race this individual is?
No, I don't.
Could this be a white male?
Yes.
Could be a black male?
Yeah.
Could be a Hispanic male?
Mm-hmm.
Could be an Asian male?
Yeah.
Did you notice if this individual was wearing gloves or anything?
No, I don't really remember or recall.
And what kind of look did you get of this individual? How long did you look at this person?
Sorry?
How long did you look at this person?
It was really a split second, but they seemed, like I said, they seemed to be kind of aimlessly wandering.
Okay. And you noticed a hooded sweatshirt, you said?
Yes, or a hat. Their head was covered by something.
And khaki-colored pants?
Yeah, I wasn't totally sure what. I remember their dark clothing really stood out to me on the torso above.
Okay. What about the pants?
I don't really recall totally what color they were.
Could they have been khaki-colored pants? And do you recall giving a statement to Detective Ray Boo of the University of Georgia Police Department?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And do you recall using the word khaki with her?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And khaki to describe, first of all, what color is khaki for the record? What is khaki?
Beige.
Beige, okay.
Yeah.
And what khaki did you see?
What khaki pants?
On this individual.
Oh, like beige coloring on their pants.
Okay. And you were asked about whether there may have been any logos on this individual's clothing. Do you remember that?
I do remember being asked about that.
And do you remember saying that there may have been a white logo on this individual's clothing?
Yes, there may have been.
And do you recall describing this individual as skinny?
I do remember.
And over 5'9" tall?
Yes.
Okay. And to this day, you do not know the race of that person?
No.
And you would not be able to identify that person if you saw them again?
Correct.
That's all I have.
When you said there could have possibly been a white logo, do you recall if that was on the hat or the jacket or where that would have been?
No, I don't recall.
Okay. I don't have any other questions.
Yes.
You be excused.
Yes, sir.
You're excused. Call your next witness.
Your Honor, may we briefly approach on this witness?
Yes. I hesitate to say this. They want about 10 minutes to talk about something. I know. If you need to stand up, go somewhere, that's fine. 10 minutes, thank you.